compliance. We want only those weekly doses. One weekly pill that reduces relapse rates. That's where the emphasis is. And if you're selling to a payer or payers, you can say lower overall treatment costs by reducing hospitalization frequency in chronic patients. What you are doing here, you can get to example, doctors, payers, and the next one is the distributor. Did you get that? If you're not selling value, forget it. Next. Yeah, for patient. Patient, in your role, you are not communicating directly to the patients. That you can tell a doctor, your patient will gain this. Because it's the doctor that is interacting with the patient. Or even pharmacists that are interacting. You can tell them, your patient will gain this if you use our product. Easily manage your chronic condition with fewer side effects and easy to use delivery system. What you are emphasizing again is the value proposition. Next. You are expected to consider the following. Define target audience. I think I've explained enough of this. Value. The example of the value proposition for antibiotics. This is good. I'm using expected example. Clinical efficacy, preventing resistance, and surgical safety. For the hospital, as you find yourself in hospital and you're discussing with the prescriber there, or a doctor, a physician, whoever, ensure superior surgical outcomes with high potency prophylactic antibiotics that meet WHO guidelines, reducing hospital-acquired infection and shortening recovery times. Now, when you use this product, this is what it delivers. If you use another one, it doesn't deliver this. Your confidence rests on WHO and aware guidelines. Then see what it delivers. If the guy wants, he can tap into this and get the information. Then see what your product delivers. Now, if he's looking at only the cost of the product and uses another product that is cheaper, and that drug does not deliver, the last one. You can imagine if you lengthen or increase the recovery time and the person is hospitalized, he will pay more bills. So these are some of the extensions you do.
The chances of even acquiring
infection. Did you get it? So try to know this, the important Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Objection. Yeah. Number 2, pharmacies. Provide your community with trusted bioequivalent antibiotics that deliver clinical results identical to the top price at fraction of the price, the example I gave earlier. Now this product has the same bioequivalent which you originate, yet at a more affordable price. It's a very strong product. Next, and then physicians support long-term patient compliance with antibiotic medications, proving to reduce major adverse cardiovascular events. There are anti-hypertensive products you can use. Yes, they will bring down the BP, but they are not cardioprotective. If your bone is also in addition has cardioprotective benefit, you should emphasize it. Next. Now, value focus. Patient and physician. Growth of the payers and insurance. It's not too common in Nigeria, but in some places you see that. Lower total healthcare spend by preventing costly strokes and heart failure episodes through generic anti-hypertensive. I know some of you are under selling generic anti-hypertensive that maintain a high rate of BP control. That's good for you. So I'm thinking about push-pull strategy is a pioneer. A salesperson, as a salesperson, you must convince doctors to prescribe your drugs, pulling them through the system, while ensuring wholesalers find it profitable and like to stop them, pushing them into the market. The other one is pulling, the other one is pushing. The physician and also the wholesaler or distributor. Yes, wholesaler is also interested in making profit. So if you are selling if your product are gain profit or improve its turnover, ROI, then you emphasize that. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to conclude by giving an example of integrated testing for value proposition. Very important. We provide health systems. You know, when you are presenting a product to your customer, you try to find out where his interests are. One, the needs, not just one need. Unless your product has only one benefit, but if it has two or three benefits, you need to summarize them when you're closing. And I told you that when you're closing is agreement with the customer. Because each time you want to, if you provide one benefit, you ask, doctor, will you prescribe, for example, will you prescribe product A? He says yes. Doctor, are you interested? When you ask him, what factors do you consider in your choice of anti-hypertensive product? He tells you only efficacy. If your product also has a benefit of convenience of therapy, you must ask him because it didn't make sense. Doctor, would you be interested in a product that delivers convenience of therapy? I says yes. So when you are computing, you have gotten two things with him. One, he believes in your efficacy, and two, he believes in convenience. He said, doctor, we have agreed that and you will discover that about between 25 and 35% of the products available in Nigeria do not have up to 70% quality. And if your own has higher than their own, that's what they are selling to you. Unless your own is in that class. In fact, it's about 65% most of the quality. There's some of us that are interested in quality as a human person. When the products are manufactured for me, and a third-party lab analysis, not the one the manufacturer, an independent quality analysis. So that when I'm talking when I go to work with the reps, occasionally, I talk with confidence. And we give you the third-party analysis. And if you have problem with that, in fact, our manufacturers are afraid of it because I won't take it. We'll just package and tell you to give us a loan. And so they're very careful. When they say, we have started manufacturing, you remind them again of a name. Remember that when I receive this product, I will do an independent third-party analysis in Nigeria. And they will do the best. They've lost me to do not. And so when I'm talking about price, I come with price. Have you used this drug? Have you given your parents? Have you given your friends? So that you be the confident that product is good. Yes? Whatever we offer is stable, high quality agent. We will not steal. That's it. you use the cell. Yes. When you approach a customer, he sees you as a salesperson. Not be that salesman, not be that salesman. Why is he going to stop my presence? So already, they want to discharge you. They want you to leave their presence. I'm going to a company where I will rush you to get you. They don't want to you to disturb them. And even if they are wealthy, they don't want to spend money because you're a salesperson. They don't see you as a medical rep. And so already they want to resist you. Next. Objection. And objection. Very natural. And it occurs every day. See, you can say, I told you, conversion rate. You are seeing 100 prospects. The only one that you can convert to customers are only 20%. And you have that number because of objection. Number two. Sorry. Yeah. In his mind, that is his face. And you don't know. You can't see it. And that's why it's still you. Next. Definition of objection handling. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Objection handling is the sales process of addressing, calming, it's not the guy's face, and overcoming process concerns to move a team forward. It's always there. It's always there. But when you have the skills and you acquire sufficient skills, you go to handle overcome objection. Next. It is well known that sales specialists encounter objections. They are a natural salesperson reflecting prospects' hesitation before committing to change to a process. But the good news is that objections do not have to be deal breakers. Don't be scared. Like you said, it's natural. Don't be scared about the objections of the person. They will come. And why we are here is to learn how to handle these objections. Next. Be encouraged to consider them chance to address concerns. When they come, it's an opportunity to show them, I'm not this job, and I'll be able to satisfy you and satisfy your needs. Showcase your product value. The first one, the other one, we're talking value proposition. Showcase your product value and build stronger relationship with your potential customers. When the customers begin to see that you're delivering, you're showing them value, they become your friends. They become your partners. You build relationship with them. That is collaborating about that. Next. Yeah, why does the customer raise your price? Because if you don't know the rules, you won't apply behind the brand. He is not yet prepared to accept your work for a new piece of information. He needs more information because he is expressing it. Counterclaim and wants to know whether this counterclaim is justified. I told you when we had a technique and I was there working with the eastern part of this country. I was also from there. He spoke it in Ghana. Why are you bringing product that kills? Because he contains the floppy. Watching the rep who was there. And it was like he was shocked. He didn't know what else to say. I said, well, is it possible for us to share with us mentioned in particular, they are also selling an anti-malaria properties. It's Artemether manufacturing. You know what? I will send you a document. We have conducted local clinical trial, and the percentage of individuals that showed was less than 1%, was about 1%. Is that why the drug should not be used? And people have also looked at the product you are selling is not for everybody. So if tiny percentage cannot tolerate the product, it's not a disadvantage. You go for those who can tolerate it. So it's not yet, it does not understand your explanation for the important point. So it gives you opportunity to spend and get more documents to prove your case, and so that you can get to buy the best. He's interested in your story and wants to be reassured. That's why he's objecting. Don't be scared. I said it's an opportunity for you to explain yourself and tell him why your product is better than what he has had. And if you give him samples and try to advise, then you have a he wants to test your belief in your product. That's why I asked him, when I go to do this thing, I said, this product you are complaining about, have you given me to close to you? You yourself, have you also used it? Because if you use it and it's efficacious, you don't ever need another person to convince you, and you talk in confidence. Customer objections can be turned into assets. Some of you will not know. Or by the skilled salesperson, and therefore they should be welcome and interpreted requests for additional information. Don't be scared. Don't turn it into an asset and use it to sell your product. Yes. As a professional salesperson, I believe that all of you, either you're a professional salesperson or you're interested in sales, you have to be able to identify and respond to these four types of customer resistance. Very good. Their objective is because of misconception. Their objective is because of the example I usually use. Let me human relationship. You're a young guy who has, okay, I don't know, many of you are not married. Many of you are not married. And then you one very short girl for your parents. That shortness is something you cannot change. And then when the guy now is salami. This should get up. What is it? Now take that shortness and put it in one side of the weighing balance. Because I said this selling skill is not just for selling products. You carry that shortness and put it on one side of the scale, and the other side is scale. When your customer is distracted, please don't say anything. Take permission. If you didn't learn anything today, take that one. Don't talk to somebody that is distracted, because you're wasting your time. Did you get it? Because he has to listen to you attentively. Ask the question, he supplies you the answer. But if he's distracted, he will not give you the answer. It will affect your probing. You get it? Right. So allow the person to spread their concern truly without interruption. Just listen. Don't interrupt him. Because if you do that, you won't know the reason why he doesn't want to write it. Did you get that? Now, understand and validate. Repeat the objection to confirm understanding and show empathy. If I understand, I understand why Christ is a concern. I understand why Christ is a concern. So yeah, your price is your property is expensive, and your response. I understand why Christ is an issue. It's not the economy, let's say, especially labor, but then let me give you a better. Especially when you go to see a doctor. Please, when you enter the premises of where you want to treat, look around that place. Look around the premises. Actually, I want to go to the eye clinic. And what they say, I was also the rest and as I am from that observation. But what I was looking to, I saw a lot of
this has to do with what are you supposed to do?
I saw a lot of cars. And then when some aids and quality,
so as I try to premise everything that I'm talking about or happen to be, if you understand this process of your drug manufacturing,
because some of the cars that are sold out there, I know that the owner of some of them can afford this product. We didn't get it.
Able to develop it means that once you
try to use the box, the next thing is that you give me 100 bottles of
when you're compiling
I got it.
CTD,
I will tell her.
if you're able to package those things successfully,
Getting all that. I say it's
just
not anointing.
accept it.
It's
Then of course, you know
skills.
that you have done
And there's no recovery.
you can
Rather
know
than
what you're talking about. Okay, so what this particular
it's like preaching to talk
is
to
part
people.
of looking at the case studies.
Looking for it.
Case studies. People who have undertaken the successfully defended it and then
Respond. So, confidently and don't be
so
scared.
like I talked yesterday,
Government, I was sharing with somebody yesterday.
highly soluble,
But let me tell you,
highly
every super six person
have that
at the beginning is scared. But when you teach
do all the
you begin to improve your confidence.
do your data analysis.
You build confidence by doing your daily and you improve.
Then of course,
So when we were speaking,
so we're going to go to case studies in the recruitment process as a pathway for Nigeria to compete. Until you're able to do that, it doesn't matter what
you know what gave me confidence? I was so if I went state class with this man, I would beat you. The professor, if I went state class with him, I would beat you. That day, I'm not going to
process objective and do everything
where you train
according
you say you went there.
so eventually you will have your supply chain. Remember, supply chain is one of the biggest problems
And I got another.
in the pharmaceutical industry.
Please, don't be intimidated. Unless you don't want to be specialist.
So please,
Don't allow anybody to. We talk about
so
differentiate your view from others. Differentiate yourself. Very key. I mentioned it before. The differentiation starts with your packaging. Packaging yourself. And then you are before the intelligent. And the English you use. Listen texts. Please, I beg you. Begin to read books to improve. I don't know if it's read books. You cannot be tired of learning. And as for you,
the next one of the case study went to the sweeper in Nigeria. They were
the last in response, resolve their concern before moving on. If you don't resolve that concern, you are wasting your time. You can't get it. You can't buy from it. And if you cannot address it, remind him that next time you get an answer. And when you come out, there's no more, you don't do anything. First call. Very good. When you finish with the first call, begin your post call. Did I do this well? Did I bring the benefits of the people before this also? What did I do now that I need to improve the post call? Don't postpone it. Because if you do that, as you're walking here to see another customer, you need to take a better, refined way of living. And then you can do that in the second customer. We didn't get the post call. We got to ask you for the other. There's what they call post call. Very key. And so if you do not unable to talk, you need to. Otherwise, the business will not. And who says you have all the answers? You can't have all the answers. The ones you cannot get to your today, I can go to this. When we were there, there was something like as you come for maybe or monthly. Then I can see that I get the and your supervisor will help you. They are prompt to help. Also, don't be scared about it. They are there to assist you to achieve it. Because if you're not doing well, it's also affecting his own results. Yes, I don't get to slides. Very important. Even I didn't get that, I'll go to the three X for having objection are feel, felt, and found.
So what I want you to see here,
And
it was done by the chairman. He says no separation of sources is strategy.
the same way. And
That
especially
is
they
very
found
big. And it's this way. If you want to be a nation, so that we can compete, do not outsource everything. Just do things by yourself. Because you can do everything.
or whoever can share with you about the price of your concern about it.
So why
Then
does
look at it this way.
understanding what you're supposed to do?
You can take that note.
We remember what happened
And share
during
your
the
concern about a particular objection.
there were shortages because
You are advertising
on
it.
somewhere. But even if Nigeria has,
If you allow, can we look at it this way? And you begin to profile the value proposition of it. Empathize and bring solutions. Feel, acknowledge the person feeling by showing empathy and understanding. This builds rapport and shows that you genuinely care, you genuinely care about their concerns. And you know, we said collaboration yesterday. We said consultative, collaboration. You are wanting to achieve an objective for you to say them. And if you don't get on your person, and then you become friends of this person, they become your friends. In fact, in being that relationship with yesterday, if your person lost or your friends, you have to say, you can like the same thing. This is what I will help you in when they go to that back, you go to his and ask him to substitute to smaller buyers. You are adding value to the rest of the world. You are adding value to the rest of the world. You have to help your the just they help and you serve, they will come back. The next time the person is tapping. You have a problem. You are on the right job. And if we do well, we become a candidate for promotion, even your office in another company. It's not in any person is capable. Something you are doing but developing yourself. Because they're left now. In another part of life, big man. You will be a big man. Go and do your job. Learn that job and deliver consistently. You see the result. You may not be a good to maintain yourself and be better than other people who are not serious. You didn't get that. So you have a person. And it's objective. I can share my experience with you. The experience I have with the other person.
We're going to go through a set of questions.
And it's an advantage. You complain about
those questions
that's true. I was a doctor. You mentioned the name. And they don't tell a lie. Because there are customers that you find. This one is objective. Show this. I was talking about Dr. Bankole in for example. And I take it for samples of this one. You are showing a story. And you show me that if you know you can find it and confess.
That's also
Found. Explain how those documents are a positive outcome by using your method. Share that story. Share that story. So people also what I referrals, and you use that to achieve. Even wholesaler, can you help? Can you recommend other wholesalers? Referrals. We talk about repeats. Now I'm talking about 3X. Yeah, I'm talking about 4P. 4P's of possession are off. Provide. This is that same threat to off. And listen. Very key. Pause and listen when you hear an objection. So to understand your objection. If you don't understand your objection, you can address it. Provide positive response and provide their solutions. Evidence. Because we never started one by saying, I am a good study job. Like I said, don't tell the lie. If you don't have problem data, don't cite it. You said what you can do. At the moment you listen to the objection fully, it shows respect and allows you to better understand the concern. When the guy is protected, Okay, wait. Remember, we have different concepts. And I come with different objections. So don't. Some of us, our minds copy because I used to let me copy what I do. When the person has different needs, I also have different objections. The evidence, testimonials, very key. Just go there, because if you don't accept and start there, what doesn't exist. Remember what we talked about? Trust. You destroy the trust. That man went back there and why is he here today? He's a liar. Says the persons are not liars. She is not motivated. She was there. Begin to delete. And build trust. It's the experience or disadvantage of the person. That's short game. And you can't kill it. You can't kill it. You have a because what will your family come from? If you have a car, the maintenance of that car will come from the battery. And so your
I expect NAIP to take some of
the objection and what is the value proposition and best. And if you say every person cannot become your customer. Your man can buy from you. So you can never become your customer. And don't be sad, leave him and go to another person. I'm not saying that you need to all customers. If you do that, you have to solve. Okay, fine. So it's a thing. And handle it. If inefficient, it is one score.
I think that we should go
see when you're telling target. Not provoke her. There's nothing like let it be short now. You are spoiling your case. What will you say? Back in the way. So, how to do it? I'm not the doctor. Not yes. Bet.
So those kind of things.
You have acknowledged it, but I know. Very intelligent. I can live with her.
In the sense that she is just about collaboration.
You like that?
She's not
calling that kind of.
If you're able to collaborate, because the pharma industry, all these people, all the
to position your product.
Like she said, people that are so then there has to be a collaboration. There's a collaboration there's very okay, the last question formulation science is a foundation. But where is the skills gap?
To come and go over there. Because not very few companies want to
just the curriculum.
here. Because they have one with great seven.
We make the industry of the not
I said,
how do we blame the
there are
So,
want cheap
what
products.
are your thoughts?
They want cheap products. No matter the value you are bringing, they want cheap products. And you cannot change them. And then if I use it, I don't want to double the dose. And you're looking at his face. He's not feeling good. That when you double the dose, you double the size. Yes, now. So, it's a challenging situation. And when you pass it, it's not interesting. And you can overcome it. If you have less, what happens is you should identify the competent program in use and they know to it. When you were doing your prayer plan, directly asking the doctor to know the name of the program. Doctor, they follow to tell you. They do. Some of them do. They tell you. Next. Second, analyze the community. Not open up the doctor by asking, using open questions and then questions.
Thank you very much.
That's what we're doing.
He is an expert in appeal, and as she said,
For other areas.
so we also appreciate her
Entrance gate.
reaching out to her. Some of those questions are very
Express your product advantages.
something to digest and direct.
When you have strength.
So with that,
And finish over the couple and acquire the doctor opinion. Support this step with more benefits and then ask for action to switch the position or to switch the customer over to next. Yeah, good. Fully detailed knowledge about the company is essential. You know, yesterday we were talking about in the market, what you are doing, the products, the customer you're selling, and company. That is the environment you're dealing with. So, if you have your product, please get as much information as much as possible of the competing brands. Otherwise, they take the market over. And in the beginning, every time you go to the job, excuse. I said, yesterday somebody was, I don't know what you do today. If you are not bringing value to your company, what is the value? You are not selling enough. And then we give you a target of failing the target. Yesterday, about 60 days and 19 days. 60 to 90 days I have that. Most companies are not doing that. We are not doing it because we are sick. We are baptized with six people. But I see that some companies are quite rigid, 60 to, and if you fail to deliver, they are not even talking about it. It doesn't mean quarter. One quarter is 90 days. So I was just thinking this: how can I access it to give it 1 month? And we face the work. I feel somehow. I'm not what I do. But you can see, we had it yesterday with confidence. And so you need supported your target or budget. January, February, March, and April. Maybe let's say 180 days. That would be too much. And the company will remind you. And when they say go, say it's a wicked man. What is wicked about? The guy has invested. They are investing. And they want you to apply some of these skills to them. They have to have trained you. And you're not serious with what you're doing. Then please, I'm saying that you have to be serious. And the seriousness comes from learning the job. Just learn this job and enjoy the job. What some of this we do, we're doing at that time. Every quarter, we do research. And if I see research, I'll go for valuation shares. Another quarter, you get a lot. You go out of that money, you go for Peter England shirt. You get another one, you go to Pika shirt. Some of us are interested in dressing. And each time you buy it, you get motivated. I want to do more. So find something. Don't always believe that the person, the organization you are working for will be the only one that will be motivating you. There's what they call self-motivation. Do the job, enjoy the job, and motivate yourself to do better. You didn't get this one. Eh? Motivate yourself. Not expect every time that the company will motivate you. Motivate yourself. Enjoy this job. Enjoy it. Be prepared to know that one area of the satisfaction. As the doctor says, don't respond to the first one and some them are accordingly. You may be restricted in telling you. And you get to ask. I said, will you be interested in a product that delivers safety, minimal side effects, convenience, high quality products? If you have it will control, like this one is where you use third party analysis. I show you quality, high quality. That is to manual specification. This is the one you have produced. I show you. Next. Skepticism, the last one. You can see you are going to
Yeah. Already spent more time to this.
Okay, fine. Skepticism, just full of disbelief. If you are telling him something about it, I don't believe you. He has it in mind, so I will buy. So the person's after your call after you reinforce the suspect and he still not satisfied. Because you state what you have just said and using strong and confident words, not intimidated. Voice tone provides you. When you're intimidated, it shows. When you talk, it is not too strong. Because you're not sure. You're safe, you're not sure. But if you're sure, you cannot intimidate you. Give it to the doctor and ask for commitment to correction. Set a date which you will deliver. If you any problem. You want to prove to him that what you're saying is correct. And you give me a date. Doctor, I will be here, I will come here. I will be around here in the next 2 weeks. When I come in, I will bring the doctor to prove it. Yes. Or you have samples, you drop samples. Doctor, can you use these samples? And you confirm what I've discussed with you. In the next 2 weeks, I will come here to share. Please, can you take this one? I'm leaving these samples with you. And I hope you try them on 2 or 3 patients that will present with hypertension. In the next 2 weeks, I will be visit to get to you. Is that okay with you? You drop the sample. I said, check for acceptance. Is that okay with you? And he says, yes. Please, can you don't have writing material. It's not everything that is written here. Can you take that example? Doctor, I'm leaving these samples with you. I want you to try them. Maybe don't give one pack. I've seen parents giving one pack. What of if he uses that one pack and doesn't work? That pack is wasted. Give 3 packs, don't even try 3 patients. And you will see result. And in the next 2 weeks or so, or 3 or 1 month, I will come back and I will share your experience. Is that okay with you? You are checking for acceptance. It says here, thank you, doctor. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
He says,
Sampling is becoming tough challenge.
are you telling me? I don't know. I said,
The extended and everything.
so you may have samples of some products. But once they begin to insist sampling in everything, you are wasting your, it's not possible. Even when we were there. If you want to sample, know yourself, whether the company give you sample or not. Know yourself, do the sampling that the guy is saying, bear the cost.
good things will happen. You will follow up purposely when you do the sample and you make up cover yourself.
Yes, sir.
But most cases, companies stop giving sample. When they give you sample, you give the sample without follow up.
Yes.
Because like I said, you give the sample, good, you give the sample. No follow up is lost.
Yes, sir. It's not.
And so when you have a lot of free samples and you are giving when organic, many people give up the way they were trained. We don't give them that level of training now. And the level of integrity then has been so much now. So when organic give sample, they were trained thoroughly to follow up. So when companies now give sample, it's either it's sold or it's given out without follow up.
Yes.
So now I advise them to give product on their pocket if you want to do this job appropriately. And once you give, like this one guy is talking about this sample, you might not give 3, give 2 from your pocket. You follow up, you benefit from this.
The product prices are the product that I was doing like the 5K before. Now 20K.
The doctor will not give, the company will not give.
Let me tell you, I will not give. Let me get 20K. Not all products is as expensive as that. And then, let me give it to first. Which products are you talking about? The quick products are you talking about? Which product? You see that product that is 20K, let me tell you, that product that is 20K, you can give some. You can even give, but there are peculiar products that you can give. They are not common. There are peculiar products you can give to specialists and still follow up. And then when they start working, you see it from them. Do you understand that?
I'm not saying that the current reality is
Let me talk to you. We offer a very high product. Okay, fine. We have finished this like you know. Like you need.
1 minute.
I know I will.
Okay, yes.
I saw you.
So let us appreciate our
Let's talk about